Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this cloudy start again, but mild start too, with a little fog in the area this morning for November the 6th, 2015. And much like yesterday, it's a cloudy start across the region again this morning, where dew points are meeting the air temperatures in the 60s, so we've got plenty of fog around the area, stratus clouds as well. Out on eastern Long Island, visibilities a quarter, a half, and three-quarters of a mile. Visibilities over Kennedy International this morning at about a quarter of a mile. There doesn't seem to be any restrictions to the flight decks out except for Philadelphia this morning. Temperatures are mild. As I said, they're in the low to the mid-60s, and they're probably going to climb up to near some record levels again for today before everything begins to collapse back to near normal by the time we get into the weekend. Now, right now, we have pressures that are falling as a cold front is approaching the region from the west. We'll pass through with a light chance of a shower during later tonight, early tomorrow morning. Winds are southwest right now, and they're going to start freshening up a little bit throughout the morning and afternoon hours as the fog burns off a little bit and stratus gives way to a little bit more mixing and potentially more sunshine, which will allow the temperatures to spike into the 70s this afternoon. Some forecasted temperatures out of Newark today. We're forecasting around 77. The max temperature was 80 back in 1948. New York City, Central Park was tied at 74. We're forecasting 74 for today. LaGuardia 74. The record was 71. So just slight of these records here. Islip forecasted high 73. The record is 68 back in 1994. Other record highs for the day: Atlantic City 77, Philadelphia 79, Wilmington 79, Reading 77, and Mount Pocono 69. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have interior fog this morning across southwestern New Jersey, central New Jersey, and down to the I-95 corridor, and this fog will be burning off throughout the morning hours. And as the screen is refreshing, they've discontinued the advisories here, but we still have quite a bit of fog around the region this morning, so I don't know why they did that, but never mind. Small craft advisories in effect for the coastal waters from this late this morning into Saturday morning. Southwesterly winds 10 to 20 knots, gust up to 25 knots, seas averaging 4 to 5 feet. Morning surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows the ridge axis beginning to pull away from the region. Southwesterly flow ahead of this cold front moving through the Great Lakes and down through Arkansas and Texas this morning. We had quite a lot of severe weather yesterday in Texas, a couple of tornadoes too. We'll get to those reports in just a moment. This line of showers will probably be weakening as it makes its way close to the region late this afternoon and evening. It could be a little bit more enhancement with a wave of low pressure here by tomorrow morning as the front moves through the northern half and then stalls out a little bit or slows up as it moves through the southern Delmarva region. So there could be a little bit more precipitation in this region here, but still insignificant to make a dent in the drought situation that is ongoing throughout the region. Morning pass, visible satellite this morning as it makes its way overhead across our horizon here. Lots of low clouds, stratus, then breaks in the clouds to our west. Here comes the the deck of clouds with the cold front itself, and that's where the lifting is found over the Ohio Valley this morning. Most of this is low clouds across the region, but the water vapor channel showing a little bit of moisture in the mid and upper levels as well. Most of the soundings show that the lower levels are nearly saturated from 8,000 millibars or 800 millibars down to the surface, but that shows, the sounding forecast shows that we'll have breaks with mixing in the afternoon, so it's going to allow the skies to break up a little bit as they tried to yesterday but didn't really succeed, but that should be a little bit better offing for today. Most of the rain now moving into western New York and the Great Lakes here, and well, we're experiencing this and dry conditions for the rest of today and breaks of sunshine too, allowing the temperatures to climb where people are out there in shorts today, though won't be in shorts this weekend. Here are some storm reports over the last 24 hours or so. We still had some snow here in portions of Arizona and Nevada here, and also in portions of Colorado. About 10 inches of snow fell across this region during the morning hours of Thursday, during the afternoon and evening hours on Thursday as well. We had a tornado and some severe weather here across Texas yesterday, and also in portions of the upper Midwest here, and all of this is moving to the east with the cold front this morning, and hopefully all the severe weather is over for this region. On the aviation weather deck today, we have again low clouds and fog, stratus, limited IFR, and MVFR this morning, and we're expecting the visibilities below 1.5 miles in certain regions this morning, which they already are, and then improving during the afternoon. It should lift after later morning today, Stratus may linger for a time. Hopefully this will not be as evident as it was yesterday, with breaks of sunshine throughout the afternoon. Ceilings increase further again later this afternoon and evening and improve to VFR between, well, let's say 1 o'clock to about 5 in the afternoon. Light southwesterly winds at or above 5 knots. Increasing to the southwest at 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 20 knots by late afternoon with the sunshine breaking through. There is a chance of a shower as the cold front moves through tonight. Very slim chance. A wind shift from the southwest to northwest. The wind's back again as the frontal passage, and they're about 10 knots or so. Saturday, MVFR across Delmarva in southern New Jersey during the morning. Otherwise, everybody goes over to VFR. Saturday night through Monday, mostly VFR. And Tuesday, a shower is likely with variable ceilings and visibilities. Right now outside of Newark, it's 66. That's unusually warm. Dew point 64, and that makes the humidity 94%. The wind is southerly at 6. There's fog with visibilities of 5 miles. We're going to break the sunshine later, and then, well, a chance of an outlier shower, and then everything just comes to a halt with cooling and drying conditions by tomorrow morning right through the rest of the weekend with VFR conditions in place. Right now outside of Philadelphia it's 67, dew point 64, humidity 90%. The wind is southwest at 9, fog at 5 miles visibility. And again, the same story with conditions improving tomorrow morning. High temperatures forecasted in the park today around 74. That is tying a record there from 1948. 77 degrees at Philadelphia. That's a forecast right there. Could go a little higher than that if the sun breaks through. 74 for, then temperatures drop down back into the 60s by this time tomorrow afternoon, and we return back into the 50s again, mid-50s, which is slightly below normal on Sunday afternoon, and we continue that on Monday afternoon. Then temperatures rebound back into the lower 60s again as we get into early Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures between 60 and 65 degrees. Wednesday looks like temperatures will continue to be in the low to the mid-60s across the region, and by the time we get to next Thursday, once again, temperatures will continue in the low and mid-60s. This is the North American Model's 4-kilometer short mesoscale model here showing the cloud fraction in the lower layers of the atmosphere. So it's mostly cloudy this morning. The model wants a tendency to bring breaks in the overcast, allowing the sunshine to filter through before the cold front comes through. Fills us in with more clouds scattered around the region, then scattered clouds around the region. Northern New Jersey, more clouds south as the front stalls out a little bit on Saturday afternoon. Then everybody begins to dry off Saturday night. And Sunday and Monday looks good with nearly dry conditions and only some scattered cloud cover throughout the region. Okay, here's the latest surface chart now, national chart from the Weather Prediction Center and the forecast going into the future. Here's our cold front moving through, and it will do so. And as it makes its way through the region, there could be a slight chance of a shower, greater chance here across southern Philadelphia and the I-95 corridor as a wave of low pressure moves along the front, stalls it out, and slows it up just a little bit tomorrow morning. Everybody begins to dry out from northeast to southwest by tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. And the front clears the coast, high pressure builds in. It's going to be a nice, dry, cool, seasonable weekend again for Sunday and Monday. Temperatures back down into the 50s. And the high moves offshore again. We return to a southwesterly flow by the early and mid part of next week with warming conditions. The warm front tries to make its way through the region late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. That could introduce an outlier shower, but more cloud cover would be evident. Same kind of conditions that we experienced yesterday, with moisture in the lower levels meeting the air temperatures once again, making for moist low-level conditions. And high pressure builds in for the forecast region for the later part of next week. Still above normal temperatures November 11th through the 15th. And near to slightly below normal or just near normal precipitation in the forecast. By the 8 to 14 days, November 13th through the 19th, still above normal in temperature forecast and near to slightly above normal in precipitation. And then, of course, there's always a 2-day lag in the precipitation anomalies here, as the data is constantly being updated from the Mid-Atlantic River Forecast Center, but you can still see we're 7 to 10 inches below normal for this time of the year, from the beginning of the year up till around the 4th of November, and we do need rain. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a great weekend. We'll see you bright and early on Monday morning.